Since microeconomics deals with businesses, that's what we're going to look at in this lesson. We're going to look at the types of businesses. Before we talk about the different types, though, there's an important term that you need to know, and that is the word liability. Liability means responsibility for all debts. It means that whoever has liability for a business is responsible for any debts the business owes, and they're responsible if the business gets sued. All the pressure, all the weight is on them. Most people consider liability a bad thing because that means at the end of the day, you're the responsible one. The different types of businesses have different levels of liability, and we're going to look at each of those as we look at the different types of businesses. The first type of business we're going to look at is the most common type of business in the world, and it is a sole proprietorship. If you look at the term sole proprietorship, well, sole means only or one. Proprietor refers to owner. So there's only one owner for this business. That's what a sole proprietorship is. It's a business owned by one person. Most sole proprietorships are small businesses. Now, they may start out as small businesses and then end up really large by becoming a partnership or selling out and becoming a corporation or selling out to a bigger company. But most sole proprietorships are small businesses. There are a lot of advantages to having a sole proprietorship. The owner gets all the profit and he can decide how much he wants to pay his employees. It's easy to start up because it's you running the business. You can make all your decisions and you determine how you want to start a business and how you want to set it up. It's easy to start up and you have full control over the business. You can decide that if you want to be off on holidays, you can be off on holidays. If you don't want to work weekends, that's fine. Now, your business may suffer because of it, but you have full control over the business. You get to decide how it's going to be run and what it's going to be like to work there. The disadvantages of a sole proprietorship is that because there's only one person and there's only one owner, that one person has all the liability. The owner is responsible for all of the debt. So yes, you get all the profit, but you're also responsible for all of the debt if the business fails. Also, because you're only one person, you have a limited access to resources and money. Your access to resources and money is based on how much you can get the bank to loan you or how much you can get friends to loan you, how much is in your bank account. If you have several people going in together on a business, then they're going to have more resources. They're going to have more people and more money that they can pool to help the business grow or gain strength or to save the business. But as a sole proprietorship, it's all on you. Now, because a sole proprietorship is easy to start up, it can also close very easily. It can shut down. If the sole proprietorship is based on one person and one person controls the business and owns it and operates it, well, if that person gets sick or if that person dies, then there's a good chance the business is going to close. If you think about businesses in your town where you live, you can probably think of at least one sole proprietorship. Most of the time, because a sole proprietorship is run by one person, there's only going to be one location or maybe two, but you're not going to have a store that is run in 50 different cities around the state. If it's run like that, it's probably not going to be a sole proprietorship because it's going to be hard for one person to handle that many stores. A sole proprietorship is usually only one location, one store in a town, and sometimes it's even named after the owner. You may have Shirley Soul Food. Well, Shirley Soul Food is owned by Shirley, and it is a sole proprietorship. A lot of sole proprietorships are also family-run businesses. Yeah, the family helps and helps run the business, but at the end of the day, when you look at whose name is on the paperwork and who is responsible for the debt, it comes down to one person. So it's still considered a sole proprietorship unless other people's names are on the documents that organize the business.